What's up, wizards? It's Dev. Insert spiel here. You know it by heart, I'm sure, at this point. Today, coming at you with a little bit of gameplay, because it felt like it, but I couldn't decide which deck I wanted to play, so I took it to Twitter. And Twitter picked Jund Reanimator, even though, like, low-key, just so you know, I was really hoping they picked the Smarty Frenzy deck. I think I'm still going to play this on camera at some point in the next couple of days. But anyway, they wanted to see Jund Reanimator, and who can blame them? So let's do this. I've actually already recorded this gameplay video, but the first time I recorded it, the mic wasn't on. I didn't turn the mic on because I'm an idiot. So let's get back in for a few more games here. Talk about this deck for just a second. This is Reanimator, but I just feel like Jund is a really good color combination, mostly because of the creatures at the bottom end of the curve, but it's got really good reanimation targets too, like Drakuseth, probably the best reanimation target in this deck. You could play Drakuseth or something like that, but I was trying to keep the rotating cards to a minimum, and when Drakuseth actually does get to swing in, it's just absolutely insane. Best card in the deck for reanimating, especially when it has haste. But there's also Vilis, which is in the blue-black Reanimator deck, and I think it's good enough here. It can draw us a bunch of cards, kill some creatures, or just get in for a bunch of damage. And it flies. We don't have a whole lot of flyers in the deck, so it's nice to be able to hold down the sky a little bit if we need to. In-race Forerunners can come in with haste, even if we don't cast Bond of Revival specifically. And it can give all of our lower-end creatures a boost, and we just get in and kill them all at once. That's the plan, at least. But we only really need one copy of the big pig. But there's also the other big old piggy here, Pumbaa. But we only want one copy of Ilharg. Note a couple of things about Ilharg. Like, it doesn't work the way you want it to with Drakuseth. Like, if you attack with Ilharg, drop Drakuseth, you don't get the attacks triggers. Now, you are swinging for 13. 7 of it flies, 6 of it tramples, so, like, that's not bad, but don't expect the attack trigger if you're able to play Drakuseth out of your hand with Ilharg. One thing I will say about Ilharg is that we're going to get giant creatures stuck in our hands some of the time, and Ilharg can come in really handy and just be a really tough creature to deal with for the opponent. But we also have to reanimate creatures, so we got a couple of Bond of Revival. When I did blue-black Reanimator, people were like, man, you really could use a couple more reanimation spells in that mug. And, like, yeah, you're probably right. So there's 2 Bond of Revival in this deck, mostly because Bond of Revival plus Drakuseth is just like game. Most of the time, it's one of the strongest plays in the deck. So put a couple of Bond of Revival, but big news here is mostly for Blood for Bones. You know, sacrifice a small creature and get your Vilis or your Drakuseth out on turn 4 or something. Still mostly what we're trying to do in this Reanimator deck, and Blood for Bones is still like the best reanimation piece in Standard right now. But we have some other random stuff. Removal, like Ravenous Chupacabra. We can play this on turn 4, kill a thing, and then sacrifice it to Blood for Bones in the next turn, and get it right back into our hand. So that's kind of nice. But we just need some basic removal in this deck, or we're going to get run over some of the time, especially by aggro decks. So we got that and Cast Down and a copy of Disfigure, which comes in handy, like, more than I thought it would. The one Disfigure is worth it. You can make it Shock if you wanted to, but we're mostly trying to get black mana on turn 1 because of, like, Stitcher Supplier. So I figured Disfigure was probably the better call there. And then as far as the 2-drops, this is where I think this color combination really shines, because you get Mtg Reveler to help you discard cards, put a body on the battlefield to sacrifice to Blood for Bones. So that's nice, but you can also Spectacle this in if it's late in the game, and that's also been, like, really important. But Glowspore Shaman, just let your spore glow. Let your spore glow. This is obviously a really important 2-drop as well. We need to get that 3rd land and that 4th land some of the time to make sure that we can hit Blood for Bones. Glowspore is good for that, while also dumping creatures into the graveyard. So yeah, Stitcher Supplier, Mtg Reveler, Glowspore Shaman is the early game plan, plus Rotting Regisaur on turn 3 to drop any other creatures in the graveyard. So we got plenty of milkshakes for bringing our boys to the yard. But there's also, to finish things off here, I guess, one Embodiment of Agonies. I'm just playing one of these because every now and then you'll hit like Stitcher Supplier, Glowspore Shaman, and then Embodiment on turn 3, and it'll be like a 5/5. And that's a pretty good deal, but you can also just like reanimate it in the really late game, and it's a 10/10. So that's also very sweet, but I don't think we need like more than one copy of this, and it's more like an experiment than anything else. Now note that most of this deck doesn't rotate, just like Stitcher Supplier and Cast Down, and that's more or less it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the only 2 things that rotate aside from some lands, which is probably actually going to be like the biggest problem, is that these check lands rotate. But for the most part, this deck stays healthy, so if we get any good like dual colored lands from Throne of Eldraine, I think it'd still be in business, or we get like something to replace Stitcher Supplier. So let's go ahead and take it into some games and see how we do with it today. Alright, we're up against Tony Tiger 84 for this one, and this does not look like the best hand I've ever had, but I'm still going to keep it. So we can get Reveler ×2 this game, and that's not the best start in the world, but it's something. So we'll lead on tap Stomping Grounds here. Say Geo. Alright, our opponent on Grixis, which is awesome. I respect you for that, opponent. We're going to drop Woodland Cemetery. We got our whole mana set up now. We're going to Reveler. Drop this Drake in there. Now we just need a Josh. Alright, so Tony Tiger drops the island. And a search for his contact. Can't wait for that card to rotate. Cheesy crazy. Alright, so Rootbound Crag. And on this turn, I'd probably just Reveler and put this Enrace Forerunners in the graveyard. I think it's probably the right call. Yeah. Let's do that. Sweet. Alright. Well, things are actually working really well so far. Hopefully we can Blood for Bones next turn. We don't get like swept by Ritual of Soot or something like that. That'd be really sweet. Alright, moment of truth. Are you going to get the second black source and like either Cry the Carnarium or Ritual? It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a black source and it has to be untapped, so wait for it. Wait for it. Draw it out, why don't you? Oh, well, hold on. Hold on. Whew, okay, so let's go here. Dargan Skull Summit. Do we go ahead and get in here? I'm worried that we walk into like a Cast Down and a Tyrant Scornus and we just lose all of our creatures and we can't Blood for Bones this turn. I am very worried about that. So what I'm going to do is Blood for Bones. I'm going to put this Drakuseth out and this Mighty Reveler in my hand. And it's going to get contempted. Okay, so that's why they did that. So I should have come in and let them waste a contempt on a Rix Mighty Reveler. That would have been super sweet. There's the Lava Coil. That's alright. Next turn we got a Reveler Glowspore Shaman. Or maybe we'll just go Glowspore Shaman. Is that the right way? I know I want to cast a Glowspore. Let's get that straight right now. Then I can draw this land with Reveler. Let's decline. We got lands. We got lands, everybody. Alright, so we'll double Glowspore to get as much damage on the board as possible. Okay, they're going to quench that one. That's what they had in their hand. Okay. So let's drop Blood Crypt. Tibbled. Tapped. Let's see what goes on turn 4. Land Bolus. Actually, that'd be like the best thing ever. I would be okay with that. Oh yeah, this Nicol Bolus. Let us discard a card. I'll take this figure. I don't know. This figure might actually be super dope on this next turn. Although, yeah, I think I'd rather have the Reveler. We might be able to draw 3 off this Reveler before too long. That's where we want to be, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so they got 5 lands. They can flip over this Nicky B soon. Hey, Ziggy. It's Blood for Bones. Sacrifice a Shaman. Endrace Forerunners. Put a Shaman back in her hand. Throw down a Woodland Cemetery. Everybody clap your hands. Pop. Alright, so they're at 9. We're gonna Shaman. All Shaman. Drakuseth, I can't ever say the stupid card's name. Drakuseth goes in the yard. I don't think we want land from Shaman here. What I'd like to do is get in for some trample damage next turn and spectacle this Reveler. Here comes Nicky B. Just gonna, yeah, kill this Enraze.
Suffer for your cause.
And no attacks. Ah, cast down, you're terrible right now. I guess let's try and get a good card. Really wanted to spectacle that. Stitcher Supplier is a magic card. Ugh, Bond of Revival. That hurts. Alright. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. Let's see. They only have... Well, they'll have basically 4 cards in their hand this turn, because they're going to get a card off Nicky B and a card for their draw step. 3 away from Flipping Search. Ritual of Soot. That's our game. I'm pretty sure that's our game right there. Oh, and there's our other Bond of Revival. I was just about to say if we draw a Bond of Revival, we might be in business, but that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure. Let's lose a Woodland Cemetery. And then let's top deck and see if we can good game. We can good game the opponent, and it was a pretty good game, honestly. Let's see. Let's get out. Let's get out of here. Good job, Tony Tiger. All right, we're up against Jose Migarchi for this one, and this is looking pretty good. I'll take this. We got a Stitcher Supplier on 1 and a Rix Mahdi on 2. We get rid of this Vilis and then maybe Bond of Revival it later. We got a good plan going. Hopefully we can actually do those things. We'll see. All right, Jose, what you got? Leads on Mountain, Fanatical Firebrand. Oh boy, we're in a little bit of trouble. Mono Red Aggro hurts, y'all. All right, we got a Rotting Regisaur. That's actually really good against the aggro decks. We will take more damage here for a Stitcher Supplier. Put some cards in the yard, lady. Those aren't very good cards to put in the yard. It's all right. Maybe you'll get them on the way out. You got another shot at it. Pyromancer. Can't wait till these cards get out of my format. Jeez. I think we've had quite enough of all of this by now. Are you reading Stitcher Supplier? I think they are. Yeah, they're going to get in. We're going to block. Are we? Yeah, we're going to block. Give us some cards. Heart of the Cards. Ravenous Chupacabra. He's not terrible. Well, that would have been nice. You big jerk. Alright, so let's Dragon Skull Summit. We got all our colors now. Rix Mahdi Reveler. Drop Drake. Started from the bottom. I'm going to try to get it here. On the battlefield. Alright, Mono Red. We got a Goblin Chain Whirler or something. All these cards that need to get out of standard. It's a Lava Runner. That too. And a Firebrand. Alright, so we'll go to 12 if we just take this damage. I'm going to block the Firebrand. Alright, 13. We're sitting pretty. That's not a bad life total at all. And we have untapped lands on like the next couple of turns, so that's really sweet. Let's Routing Regisaur. We can discard the Vilis. And let's, no attacks. Firebrand comes down. Opponent got 2 cards left in their hand. They say go. I love Regisaur. Just stops people in their tracks. Alright, we need another land here. Need to draw that sucker on the next turn. Let's get in with Reggie. Opponent chump blocks are probably going to hit us for a damage in the face. Yep, there we go. And, well, yeah, save the Reveler. I want to discard it next turn, honestly. It'd be sweet to spectacle it in. Okay, shock the Reveler. Gets in with everything. You're gonna cast nothing. Huh. Alright. Please give us a land. Ah, it's not a land. Okay, we're at 9. 8, 7, 6. Double Lightning Strike next turn. Would kill us. So I really only need one of these Bonded Revivals to win the game. So I'm going to cast down the Pyromancer. And get in, yeah. I think it's safe this turn. We'll see. We'll certainly see. Oh! Good game. Oh, no one expects the act of treason. Wow. Woohoo! Wow. Good play, Jose. Alright, we're against Chaos 36 for this game. Mana's looking good. We got some early game plays. Let's hit it. I think it's looking fine. More than fine, actually. Don't have like any reanimation targets or reanimation spells in our hand, but it's not looking bad. See what Chaos 36 does to lead. Temple of Mystery. Oh no. Don't be Simic Flash. We are very bad against Simic Flash, everybody. Let's see. Overgrown Tomb. Tippity tapped. Although we did lose our first 2 games. That's crazy. But maybe we'll have the luxury of losing this one too. Here comes an island. And we will not resolve a spell for the rest of the game. Here it comes. Alright. We draw Blood for Bones. That's cool. Got the mana to play it. Let's not screw up here. Reveler or Shaman? Let's play Dragon Skull Summit no matter what we do here. I don't really have cards I want to discard right this second, so I'm going to Glow Spore Shaman. See if that resolves. Well, okay, Growth Spiral, so maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Simic Flash. We actually have a chance, unless, of course, our opponent gets Nissa, like, next turn somehow. We'll see what happens. Bonded Revival goes in the bin. That's always nice. Alright, so 2, 3, 4. Do I want to draw a land next turn? I'll just Reveler it away or something. I think we're good, though. Could rather draw some bidness on the next turn. Alright, Chaos. Grazer. Land? No. Okay. Neo. Ooh, Neo form. What 2-drop are you going to get? This is interesting. This is an interesting turn of events here. What are you going to Neo form, big guy? Such suspense. Hit me with it. Hit me with your spiciest spice from the rack, kid. You can do it. If you actually play Keanu Reeves from The Matrix. Neo form. Alright, Incubation Druid they go with here, so they can get the mana. They can have 7 mana next turn, which I don't know if you are counting, but that is a whole lot of mana. So we're just gonna Symmetry. Regisar. I guess we'll see if they want to trade. They don't, I'm sure. So it should just be free damage. They're thinking on it. Well, I got another Growth Spiral. I got a land. Okay, so I take the 3. I wonder if I should have, like, Reveler, drop the Drakuseth, and then set up for Blood for Bones next turn. Oh my goodness. Lots and lots of Incubation Druids. They could have like 13 mana when they adapt all these and drop a land, so... Alright, Regisar, let's Drakuseth. I can set up for this Blood for Bones, it turns out. So, let's just wipe out all of the hard work they've done. I feel really badly about that. Hopefully this won't resolve. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm like rooting to see what the opponent's doing with Incubation Druid right now. Alright, Drakuseth. Hopefully that stays out for a turn. We'll get Glowspore Shaman back. Get in with a Regisar. I bet they wanted to start on the green ley line. I wonder if that's part of this deck. Come on, you got mana to spare. You can block. Yeah, it's fine. This is fine. You have 8 mana if you drop a land. Yep. That's a lot of manas. 3 cards left in your hand, and you can do all the damage in the world with those cards. You can mass manipulation. That would be the hottest thing. Please, mass manipulation right now. I will cheer you at the top of my lungs if you do so. Prepare headphones, users. Okay, it's a Crisis, which is pretty good, it turns out. Alright, Regisar. Shaman. Alright, so... Let's just everybody get in here. 4 to you. 3 to that. 3 to that. Let's go. Bop, bop. Alright, they're at 9. We can drop Overgrown Tomb. I think we can pay the life for it and it's fine. Just in case we get a Stitcher Supplier off Spectacling this Reveler in. We don't, but we get a handful of really hot stuff, so that's cool. What you gonna do, opponent? Got you dead on board, but you got creatures. You got stuff you can do. I believe in you. Be nice to drop this Forerunners in the bin. Blood for Bones it. Well, they're having a think. And that's, yeah, I don't blame you. Good game, though. It was a good game, Chaos. Alright, we're up against Cows for this one. I'm pretty sure that their name is just pronounced Cows. So, I think this is okay. Yeah, this is totally fine. Yes, this is more than fine. What am I talking about? Let's see, we can lead on Supplier here. They went with Mountain, but didn't play a 1-drop. That's probably a good sign. Stitcher Supplier. Dropping nothing that we want in the yard. Bonded Revival, that's... Bonded Revival gets dropped in the yard more than we actually get to cast it. It's my experience. Alright, Sulfur Falls on turn 2 for them. We're gonna Woodland Cemetery. We're gonna Woodland Cemetery. There we go. And Glow Spore. Just let your sparkle. You're gonna negate or Essence Scatter this or something? You're gonna quench it? Gonna waste a quench so we can Regisar next turn? That'd be nice. Syncopate? So we don't need it. Whatever. I'm just trying to curve out, bub. Alright. Island, nothing. So let's play Durgan Skull Summit. Get in. Just really wanted them to spend mana killing the Supplier for us. Regisar on the stack. What you doing, buddy? What you doing, Cows? Thinking it over. Syncopate. Moo. Alright. So now we're in trouble. Just a tiny bit of trouble. I guess we can still, like, Blood for Bones that Regisar into play if we really want to. Enter's tapped. Get in for us. Let's take the Stitcher Supplier all the way. All the way, baby. Alright, so... This turn, I think I'm just going to play another Supplier. Like, I could discard the Supplier to the Reveler. That's the other line here. But I'm kind of hoping I draw something I can discard to the Reveler next turn. So we'll have the mana to Blood for Bones. Ah, why aren't you in the graveyard? I guess you could be, though, could you? Just let our opponent get all the lands. Waste another counter on this. I guess it's not wasted, right? Okay. So we'll drop a Draku. Well, Draku saith. I suppose we'll drop a Blood Crypt. Seems sound logic. Get in. And hope that they don't have some kind of sweeper, a flame sweep or something like that. That'd be bad. Alright, so nothing. Get in here. Oh, it's at 11. So that's blood for bones. Sacrifice supplier. Are they going to counter the blood for bones? We got another shot at it next turn. You can do it. You can do it. You just like picking which counterspell is the best one. Yeah, Sinister Sabotage. That tells us a little something. Alright. Ral. Okay, they tapped out. Alright, sweet. That is super sweet. Super sweet. Alright, so... best draw right now is a Bond of Revival, but are they like both in the graveyard? We didn't draw it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright. So... let's not do that yet. Let's everybody get in at Ral. We're playing against the Ral deck, just so you know. Sacrifice. Just when you thought it was safe to play Ral. Hey, we got a Vilis. What's our opponent at? 10? Okay. It's Drakuseth. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. Let's get back Reveler so we can spectacle it. And then drop an Overgrown Tomb. Yeah. Alright, let's hope we get through this turn with our Drakuseth intact. Intact. That's how you say that word. Intapped. They're gonna good game us. We're gonna good game them. Okay, cool. They scooped it up. For a second I thought that was a different kind of good game. But it was a good game. Good job, cows. Alright, I think we got time for one more. Get a good 6 in here against Dr. Dark, which is the best name ever. We finally go first. That's very sweet. Drop Overgrown Tomb into Stitcher Supplier. I'm liking the way this is looking. Let's do that. Yeah, I got time for one more here. I gotta call a guy about a house. I'm trying to buy a house, y'all, but it's awful. Like, it is really, really hard to do that, it turns out. You need a huge down payment, but we're trying to go through this thing called the Georgia Dream. It turns out in Georgia, if you live in a county that was really hardly hit by the recession, which we do, then you get like this huge grant towards a down payment. So we're trying to do that, but like it's a huge headache. The last house we looked at, we just got through the inspection, and like there's like $30,000 worth of work that needed to be done on the foundation. So we're not doing that. We're also not playing Magic because I'm just drawing lands. So that's not fun for anybody. But neither is buying a house, it turns out. It was a very long and arduous process, but I am about done being in a garbage apartment, so... also want to, like, own something, you know what I mean? Like, that's... I've been on YouTube for 5 years and I have almost nothing to show for it. So, I'd like to, by the time this ride is over, when I'm, like, 65, because you're not going to be able to stop me from making videos, I'm just letting you know right now. But by the time this ride is over, I want something to show for it. I guess we can Vilis this turn, right? That's something to show for it. Let's make it happen, Captain. Let's B&B. Sacrifice a supplier. Hey, we got a Drakuseth. We got a Drakuseth. What is the better play here? Let's get this. Kill all their stuffs. Reveler, so it can spectacle. Can always Blood for Bones the Vilis. Like, cast the Rixmati Reveler without spectacle, and then Blood for Bones. Well, they're getting a bunch of Risen Reef triggers. That is not what we want to see. Alright, they only have 2 untapped sources here. Healer of the Glade, they're going to get a bunch of Risen Reef triggers off of that. It's just... Risen Reef is the most broken card in Standard. Well, there you go. Leafkin into Leafkin, Risen Reef triggers. This is... I give you a nice. You have earned it. Alright, you're done, right? that's it. Really giving us a range of targets to hit with our Drakuseth. And no mana to defend against it, so that's probably the best news. Let's tapped Blood Crypt. Oh, goodness. Alright, so... You, and you. Get out of here. Take 7. Reveler. Regular Reveler. I want to keep this Blood for Bones. Discard Blood Crypt. Pick up a Rotting Regisart. Be really sweet to be able to play that this turn. Glowspore Shaman. Got another Drakuseth. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Decline. I don't think we need a land. Alright, y'all. Can we do it? They have every card in their deck in their hand, and also every land. So, let's see what they can do with this. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Let's probably just take it. Ah! Oh, goodness, God gracious. Oh. Oh, good job. Good job. Oh, boy. Sylvan Awakening. Is that right? Alright, so let's kill him. Then I guess we'll kill a couple of lands, too. Let's see. Woodland Stream. Rootbound Crag. But it doesn't. I'm gonna stare at 2 here. Let's, we're gonna... Is this until your... Yeah, until your next turn. Okay, woo, alright. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Submit 1. Vilis. Ilhard. Intern. Oh, goodness. Sylvan Awakening. Are you going to do it again? Please, Sylvan Awakening again. Kill us. Oh, that would be so nice. Okay, they scooped it up. I was really hoping for you, Dr. Dark. I was on your side. I was. I seriously was. Alright, so we won 3, we lost 3. It was a day. Or did we win 4 and lose 2? I have the worst short-term memory in the world. Alright, claim that prize, kids. Alright, so... Oh, it's Jund Reanimator. I got a good round 6 games in. You got to see how the deck works. We got to go Drakuseth on turn 4 a couple of times. And that was nice. So it was a fun bunch of games. Even the ones we lost were like kind of fun and at least fair games too. So if you enjoyed this and you like the cut of this deck's jib, then there's going to be a link in the description for TCG Player. Just look at the deck list there by clicking said link. Pick up any pieces that you need, and just clicking the link actually helps me out with them. So do that if you would. And on your way out, like the video, subscribe if you enjoy this content. I imagine you do if you're still here. So do all the YouTube stuff, and also just sign up for the Patreon. Throw me $1 a month. That's all I really ask. And I'll let you pick what videos you want to see next. And inform you what's going on like 24 hours in advance. So, yeah, sounds like a good deal to you. Then hit the link in the description. But aside from that, I guess we're done with Jund Reanimator today. We sure did Jund him out a few times this video. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I sure as heck did. I'm Dev from the place. Thanks for watching, my wizards. Spread love and be kind.